The Pelletron is a really nifty, clever machine that has resulted in fundamental insights into physics, but it's also been a really innovative tool to inform the life sciences and into engineering.
It accelerates protons and other light ions to about 10% the speed of light, which in everyday terms is about 100 million kilometers per hour.
And has impact in many diverse fields. So for example, physics, materials science, and also geoscience.
It started off as a tool for investigating nuclear reactions in stars. It progressed to doing materials science of semiconductors and superconductors. And today its flagship project is the quantum computer project of putting atoms into silicon.
The fact we can do that in the basement here with a machine which is really so relatively small is just absolutely mind-blowing.
It's not an instrument that was built for some short-term return. And because of that, we are here celebrating its 50th birthday and looking forward to the continuing contribution that it can give to Australian science.
We already had, of course, a linear accelerator, so we did have a history of accelerator physics here.
The University of Melbourne and some of the key experimental physicists in the 70s recognised that ion beam science would become globally significant.
And we moved over into a new building and we decided to buy a new accelerator, a 5 MeV linear accelerator, which basically came from the United States, and it came in a flat pack version. And then bit by bit it was assembled by my father, who actually worked on the Statotron as well in the old physics department. One of the main developments that we did over the years was develop a nuclear microprobe. The microprobe itself was designed by in-house researchers, but it was sold overseas and it gave us international standing.
The Pelletron Lab's role in the quantum computer project grew out of our innovations in nuclear microprobe technology and applications that had a long legacy that is with us still today.
It was really important in those days for materials physics, for materials science, and it still is, even more so these days.
The Pelletron now has a central role to play in the development of quantum technologies and quantum devices for quantum computing. And this is a really exciting area. The idea that we would be able to put an individual atom where we want it into a material and then put electrodes on and control that individual atom quantum mechanically, it made your head hurt. And the fact that we can now do it and routinely do it is just extraordinary.
We have used it as a test bed to develop the technology to place and detect single atoms into silicon quantum computer chips. And this technology is unique in the world.
Programming information into the quantum states of single atoms to bring new capabilities for calculating and transmitting information. And silicon and diamond have a key role to play in unlocking those new capabilities.
It's amazing that the Pelletron has trained so many generations of researchers in physics and continues to be going strong even after 50 years.
You can look at light impurities, you can use X-rays to look at a whole range of different impurities in materials. You can date paintings, for example. You can look at dating of rocks, whole range of applications that have developed over the years.
It's doing such a wide range of research, from these things like elemental mapping to basic research into methods of treating cancer.
My team's currently building a new beamline on the Pelletron to scale down and speed up a precise form of cancer treatment known as proton therapy. It would allow us to make systems that are much smaller and much cheaper than the existing ones, and we hope it will make this precise form of treatment more accessible to people worldwide.
With the Turbo project, it will be the only example of a beamline like this anywhere in the world.
The Pelletron is the instrument that has allowed the Australian quantum community to gain a position of world leadership in semiconductor quantum devices.
The support we get from the National Collaborative Research Infrastructure Scheme is extremely important in allowing us to carry the ion beam science into the future.
Particle accelerators have always been important for both fundamental and applied physics research. And so I think that the Pelletron will be important in the future, and I wish it to have another 50 years.
Thank you, Team Pelletron.